Situated amid lush rural areas and vibrant cities lies the East African country of Uganda, home to roughly 48 million people. Nicknamed the Pearl of Africa, owing to its rich biodiversity, the country plays host to an abundance of freshwater bodies, including the second largest freshwater lake in the world, Lake Victoria. This mighty water body plays an essential role in sustaining life throughout the region and is considered by many as the source of the White Nile, a tributary of the River Nile. Despite these bountiful sources of fresh water that exist across Uganda, over 24 million people lack access to safe water. Meanwhile, an estimated 1 in 2 people do not have access to improved sanitation facilities countrywide. And yet, it is essential for any community to have access to basic water, hygiene, and sanitation services if they are to prosper and live sustainable lives. In the district of Kamuli, in eastern Uganda, Iowa State University's Center for Sustainable Rural Livelihoods has spent the last 20 years working alongside local communities and government to support them in the improvement of their access to WASH services. When communities have access to clean water, they are better able to meet their sanitation and hygiene needs, but also to grow their businesses, water their crops, and maintain their livestock. Thanks in large part to these efforts, an estimated 76% of the 462,000 people in the district now have access to safe water and sanitation facilities.
CSR is striving to achieve sustainable rural livelihoods through different approaches. Among those, we have a number of projects, including the livestock, agronomy, where we look at crops and land use. We have the construction, improving facilities in schools and other community areas, community income generation programs, innovations. So the program is broad and it's looking at all aspects of what makes holistic development at all ages of life. WASH has a number of components. The bigger component is the borehole drilling among communities. I think about over 30 boreholes have been drilled. But within the borehole system, we have the cistern. We build a tank where residue water, which drips off, is collected. That can be used for agriculture, for growing crops, can be used for watering livestock, making bricks, and watering plants and other things.
I've worked in Kamuli district local government for a period of now 20 years. By the time I joined the local government, water coverage was around 52%. Now the current water coverage is at 76.4%.
Also, we have the water tanks. The water tanks are coupled with the livestock system, where we built above ground water tanks, and these provide water for the households and the livestock.
I started my farm in 2015. That's when I shifted from Kampala to Kamuli. I started with just 2 pigs, but as I talk now, the number has increased from 2 to 37. Last year, I was able to sell like 13. I got some good money from those pigs, and I'm even constructing a new house. With the cows, I bought my first cow in 2015. As I talk now, I have like 3 cows. Reason, I have now access to water. It has been really very useful to me and the community at large. At least we have access to water.
Of course, to achieve WASH, you must have clean water. And this water must be kept clean right from the source. So if you are removing water from the boreholes, then we must make sure that the containers which are drawing the water are clean also. And that's why we have the water user committees, where people come and inspect the jerry cans, clean the borehole sites, and have the water clean. All in this, we are achieving hygiene, but also in the background, we are making sure that there is no contamination of the water, and we are avoiding the diseases.
Amaka gaife wano gafuka isomero. Ngeri abayo batuletere etanka okuteka amaadi, basomesa okuzimba akatindiiro, basomesa wano okuzimba etooyi enungi, basomesa ebina ebyebikaba, okutaayo akadomolo. Omuntu n'amanya ati bamala okuva yatooyi anaaba mu ngalo. Buti saawa dino amaadi twali tujja wala nga wawanvu ku kidiba tunwalala n'ente n'embiidi. Aye saawa dino amaadi egaba gatoonye, tutoola amaadi mu tanka twaba nti tunywa amaadi malungi.
When we are achieving to attain sustainability, health is very important, and the WASH has an element of health. Here we are looking at waterborne diseases which can affect the humans, and when somebody is sick, cannot be well, cannot be able to work. But also we are looking at the quality of water such that we eliminate those diseases like cholera and the dysentery and others that affect people. Because if in this community, if one is sick and admitted in hospital, that requires somebody else to look after him, so that you have taken away 2 people from work. So if you avoid that, then we can have a community which is engaged in their work with a healthy mind, with a healthy body.
So there are a number of projects that we are working with here. One of them we have poultry, we have agriculture, we have agroforestry, school lunch, we have water and sanitation. So when they had just come, we had a number of challenges, especially when it comes to access to clean and safe water. So they came up with a suggestion of putting up a borehole, which has really helped us a lot. Because we have also emphasized sanitation and hygiene, whereby children are supposed to clean their clothing. Especially now, we have what we call a mini boarding. So they use the same water that for washing and even cleaning the latrines and toilets.
Water is the backbone of all WASH services. For example, you need water to attain good sanitation. Be it sanitation in the environment, in the households. You need safe water to attain good personal hygiene. You need safe water to prepare food. Even if you're serving animals, you need safe water still.
When we see communities transforming, understanding that the reasons why we are doing things differently and start to interpret them by themselves, we understand that what we are doing is taking effect.